to get better, and then I can start packing and shopping and stuff.
Okay. Crazy how life works. It's the worst time to get sick. At least you didn't get sick a week later.
Well, you never know. What if I get sick in Costa Rica?
Check your gear and weapons. We go soon.
Alright, let me see what you're doing.
Please.
But, can you get some green tea or something with it?
Yeah, I'm looking for that tea. By the way, I got the earbuds.
You bought it for yourself?
Now you fight a
Yeah.
real
I was gonna buy one for you.
But like when? I was waiting and waiting. I want to risk it. Like if it didn't come before the trip.
You don't want to risk it?
Thank you, it's didn't come in time. Oh God. Thank you for wait. You slept for what, like 1 hour?
Mark a drop point for your team. You'll lead them in.
Yeah, I don't think you suffer much either.
Let's jump. We can do this.
Anyways, yeah, what's new with you?
Not mine. It was a very dead day.
What did you do all day? Because you said that you played games later in the day. So what
Later,
did you do?
I really didn't do much anything.
Execute all targets.
I really didn't do much today.
Okay, I went to your itinerary. For my family, and I have to make copies of like my passport, my health, my driver's license, everything, and put it in a folder for them.
You put something in a folder?
In case something happens to me, so they have everything. You know what really got me excited? Remember when you went to your Ottawa trip with your family and your dad made that into itinerary? That was so nice. Like,
yeah,
wow.
well, he's bad at everything else.
Like, he's like literally, he wrote like, we're going to eat Subway. Like, he found places around that area to eat.
He does that a lot.
Is there flexibility with the schedule? Like, what if like someone doesn't want Subway, but they want like something else? Is that okay?
If someone doesn't want what?
Like, what if someone doesn't want Subway? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay with him. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay. I just want to know what the flexibility is like.
He's normally pretty flexible.
Oh,
I'm flexible too, right?
You're just flexible.
You don't think you're flexible?
I think, yeah, you are. You're super flexible, but you don't make plans.
That is true. In a sense, I don't.
You don't make plans at all. What do you mean? You just let them happen.
I'm not good with plans anymore.
I mean, there has to be some sort of psychological like reason why that you are so flexible. Maybe because like you would like be opposite from your dad or something. That's just what I think.
Psychological what?
There has to be some sort of psychological reason why you're like this.
Which part?
So, the fact that you don't make plans, like you've never made plans before, or you make them, but you don't really follow them. And I think that's because you try to be like, you know, different than your dad.
I think I do make plans. Like before I used to.
You make plans, but do you follow through?
No, but isn't that like ADHD?
That's true too.
Did
But
you
you can't blame everything on ADHD.
okay, and can I not?
Credit?
Practice while you can. You'll be
Can I
entering the
not?
field in a bit.
No, you can't. Sometimes you have to take accountability for your actions.
That's really
There's so many
smart.
things.
So you can whisper. I put my headset on so that way you can hear me properly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right, I'm up now. So, what is it that you want to be doing?
You. What else?
Well, I really like having. I hate that we do the same thing every single time. Like, I just come over, we watch shows, we eat
No,
food.
no,
That's it.
that changed the past couple months. We did a lot of adventurous things.
No, like, okay, like once in a while, but other than that,
No,
like,
mostly
that's
I'm a boss one. Like I mean, recently you've been sick, but no, normally it is.
no, like when I come over. All right, I'm up. Or if you come over
And
here, we do the same thing. Like, it's nice to just talk and like maybe
oh
play
yeah,
games
no,
or something.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Okay, can I see your face or what? Did you get a bad haircut? I'm joking. Very serious. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, I can. Sorry. Yeah, go on. What were you saying?
What are you doing? Are you playing games?
No, no, no. I'm not.
It's okay if you are. Just let me know.
I'm not right now. But I did get up. I want to do something cool.
Okay, like what? Oh, I have so much laundry.
Uh,
Oh my God. So I was sitting on my hammock and I was just like enjoying life, you know? Like I know I'm really sick, but I've it's like the stage where I've kind of like acclimated to it. Like before I didn't want to do anything, like nothing, no work or anything. Not that I want to do work now. But like today I actually sat down on my computer and I made like my itinerary. I did some research on like what I need to prepare for and like it made me excited. So I know that like this cold is like going away because I can like, I don't know, my mind is more free. Anyway, so I was in my room just chilling and stuff, and like I really want to learn a new instrument. So I was just imagining myself being here. Because realistically, like I'm not gonna be working evenings anymore, and that's such a drag. Like working till 9 is such a drag. Like you come home and a day's over. Like you just sleep or like I watch shows and stuff, you know? But I'm really gonna like take advantage of this time. And plus, I'm only working on the only day I have off is Saturday because I'll be working from Monday to Friday, and then I'm
wait, for
working.
your new job?
Yeah, let me explain. So for my new job, I've been working 9 or I don't know what the hours are, but Monday to Friday, and then Saturday I have off, and then Sundays I'm working at Cityscape, um, 10 to 4. Because I don't know, like I want something to keep me busy, and I do need to save, and I think I'll enjoy it because I finish at 4 anyways. So I could still like do other stuff after.
No, that's true.
Um, yeah. So I was thinking, since like I'm gonna have like a larger income come in. I definitely want to save. Oh, I have to save a lot of it anyway. But it's like I'm excited. I'm excited to like set a
Yeah, but
financial
like
goal
if
for
you want to
myself.
even larger income, you gotta make a savings plan, right?
Yeah. Anyways, so but I was thinking of taking like lessons to like learn an instrument on Saturdays, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna look into that,
I could teach
especially
you.
for the new year. Can you believe it's like 2022? Honestly, it doesn't really make a difference. It's just like another month, really. Year
No,
doesn't
if that's
really
what
matter.
you think, but I think it's like
That's what.
it's a
No,
good starting. It gives you a starting point.
absolutely not. 2 years ago, I thought the same thing. I thought it's gonna be a new year, like things are gonna change. It's a joyous occasion. No, things are the same. It's just a new month. You just have to remember a different date. That's it. Like nothing is different. You're the same person. You just have to like train yourself and like I guess start a routine. But it's literally another month. Like you're not a new person just because it's a new year. That was like a huge mistake.
But if you
But
and then also in another way, you're a new person every single day, every single month.
exactly, but I don't like people who are like, oh, like in the new year, like new me, like everything's gonna be like that's not realistic. Like you need to start planning
Oh yeah,
now.
yeah.
And
This is why it's not a new year, new me. This is how it is. It's a new year and it's a new me if you change up everything and
yeah, that's what I mean.
right. It
Anyways,
doesn't it
yeah,
doesn't magically happen, right?
right. So I'm waiting. there's a staff meeting on Thursday, I think, and I think that staff meeting we're getting our Christmas bonus, which I'm super excited about. But I won't be there physically because I'm really sick. But I'm gonna have to pick it up because I need my Christmas bonus so I can spend money for the trip. There's something I didn't tell my family that I'm not telling them because I don't want to.
Which is
But they think that like the excursions are included, and excursions are like
extra
things
expense.
like yeah.
Wait,
But
so
I did
what's
some
not included?
research.
What's not included?
Meals is not included, and excursions aren't included.
Oh,
Yeah, so meals, my mom gave me like I think $300 like USD, and that's fine, I guess. Like I'm really gonna have to like make a plan and like not spend that much. And I've done some research. Like it doesn't cost that much. You just have to be smart about it. Souvenirs are crazy expensive. Also, like please know that I will not be getting anyone a souvenir, so don't expect anything. Okay. Um, Another thing, yeah, so the excursions cost money, and I plan to do 3 excursions. Are you ready to hear them? Okay. First excursion is called. Are you listening to me?
yeah, I am. I am. Telling me about extra expenses that your parents don't know about, or extra expenses that you
It's
haven't
okay. It's
calculated.
sweetie. It's not a test. Okay, just say yes. Anyways, so the first excursion is called. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like we're going to a place called La Fortuna, and it's like a small town where there's like a volcano, and it's just like a beautiful like there's like a beautiful rainforest and stuff. So the first excursion I'm doing is gonna be soaking in the hot springs, like in like a I don't know, like outside and stuff. So it's kind of like swimming, but like just like resting and relaxing. I'm just so excited for that. I have to figure out what I'm gonna wear, what I'm gonna pack. I want to make sure I'm comfortable and I don't feel like awkward or anything. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. The second excursion I'm doing is called Hanging Bridges. So it's kind of like a trek through like the rainforest and stuff. And I'm gonna force myself to like not be scared of animals because I heard that there's like gonna be monkeys and things, and I'm just gonna force myself to be okay with it because I really don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's like suspension bridges and like it's just so beautiful of like what I've seen so far. So I'm excited for that. And then the third one is snorkeling. I think it's free. I don't know,
Wait, you can
but
go
that's the
snorkeling there?
one. Yeah, I'm gonna go snorkeling, and it's
Are you
something
gonna be
that
by
I.
yourself, or is everyone going together?
So essentially, is because the excursions are not included. With the group, like it's likely that you're gonna have someone to go with because you can choose which excursions to do. Right? There's like a bunch of stuff, and you get to choose. So I'll make sure that I have like at least a buddy or like someone that I feel comfortable with, and if not, it's fine because like it's something I
You're gonna have
really
a
want to
buddy?
do.
You don't have buddies though.
It's a group tour, so I'll find a buddy. I'll make a buddy. Maybe my buddy will be my roommate.
Okay.
Use this time to
I'm gonna
train
have a
and pick up
roommate.
some
Isn't that
points.
cool?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, but asking someone to go snorkeling is kind of crazy. But be safe, okay? Cause I don't know.
I know it is, but I searched it up and it's so beautiful. Like it's
Yeah,
just
but
so
that's
beautiful.
underwater is scary. How deep are you gonna go?
I don't know. I don't even know how to do but I'll figure it out. And if it doesn't happen, that's okay. But I really want to because even though I'm afraid of like anything that moves, like even fish, I'm freaked out about fish. But like I'm gonna do it, and I'm just gonna make this like worthwhile. Like I'm gonna come back, and I'm just gonna be not a different person because I don't want to say that, but I hopefully like I'll just be willing to like try new things and like have a more open mind and stuff. This is what this trip is really about. Like I need to be free. I stress
Yeah, of
about
course.
every
But,
little
but do
thing.
be concerned of your safe. Be careful and safe. And don't
Yeah, I
trust
will be
everyone.
safe.
Be always, make sure you're not, no matter,
You sound like my mom. Don't trust
Mm.
anyone. Like my mom
And I
even
care
said,
about you. I'm worried.
my mom said, don't even trust your tour guide. And my sister was like, oh, okay, that's gonna be a very hard trip. Like if I can't even
Now
trust my tour
they're
guide,
paying me paid well. This should be fun.
yeah. Anyways, I don't even know what to expect. Like, there's some things I'm kind of nervous about because I was doing research at like the places that we're going to, and it's very much like it's not a resort, so we're literally going like in the country, and obviously it's not the safest. So like the places that I like searched up, like it just looks a bit sketch. But hopefully it'll be okay.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think it'll be a fun trip, but please be extra careful.
I'm really excited, Scott.
Are you excited?
I am.
Yeah,
This
but
is I've like knowing me, like I would never have done this for myself ever. Like I would never have said like I'm going alone with nobody. I don't care what my family says. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going. You
Alright,
know,
so
like,
that's fine. The safety is a big deal.
don't you agree? Like, that
I
was
agree, but
never
I'm
something.
just really worried for you.
I'm worried for me too, but you can't be worried your whole life. Like, I'll be worried when it happens. Like, right now, I think it's okay to be excited and it's safe to be excited.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fine. That's fair. I like that.
yeah.
Yeah, be careful. You already know what I mean. I'm like really worried. I'm scared something will happen.
Yeah, you have a bad feeling.
No, no, bad feeling. I'm just overreacting.
You're overthinking. You're not overreacting. It's normal. Um, I'm ready to talk about Hasna now. Are you ready to listen?
Yeah, I'm already.
Okay. So like, I use like Shan as like comparison, which I don't know if that's the best thing really, but like when I feel like me and Hasna are not on good terms, what I do it normally is I push it down and I force myself not to think about it. But then like one day, like I'll just wake up and I'll just get like a bunch of like anxiety about it because I'm like, I never want her to like. She has been an amazing friend to me. I'm kind of trash to her. That's fair to say. Like, she would show up like randomly at my house with like Starbucks drinks, and
Don't discredit yourself.
she
You've
just
done a lot.
wait. Listen, I'm talking. She just knew I was in a bad. Like we hadn't even been talking that day. I don't think. And I was in my room crying over something, and she just showed up, and she just knew, and like it was just like it felt so good. Like she just showed up, with like my favorite Starbucks drink. Like she was just so considerate and kind, and like she made that Hakuna Matata painting for me because she knows I stress and worry about every single thing, and like all the back to it, like the sweetest message and stuff. She takes really good care of me and my family. She goes to all of the kids' birthday parties, gets them gifts, hangs out with my sister and my brother-in-law. Like tolerates my mom's craziness. Like sometimes I would just leave like my mom and her were talking, and I just go downstairs because like I'm just tired of it. And she would literally stick to it and like have a whole conversation with her, and like that just meant so much to me. Anyways, so basically, I don't know if I told you before about like what happened exactly or like what I think might have happened. But around my birthday, I guess like after my dinner with my family and her, I immediately just went out with you. And I was so honest about it because I didn't want to lie about it and have her find out. So I was just super honest. I was like, oh, I'm actually going to work for the weekend. So is it okay if you leave by 8:30? Right? Are you listening? Because
I
yeah,
am
will
listening.
help me.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
You
now.
say stuff like
Okay, alright, I'll
Anyways,
reply.
so and I was really proud of myself for being honest because like normally I would have been like, oh, like I have to go somewhere at 8. Like I would have been super cryptic about it because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. But I was so honest about it. I was like, hey, like I'm going working weekend, so actually can you come over? Ria's also coming over after to give me her gift, and Ria stayed. Actually, Ria's the one who drove me. Ria and Anderson drove me to like the Airbnb.
They go
So
you.
just
They did?
yeah, you probably don't remember, but they drove me to the Airbnb, and then like they even came and saw the place as well.
Which
They
Airbnb?
didn't they didn't come inside, but they
Which
saw from the
Airbnb?
outside. The one that you got me for my birthday
Ria saw it.
in Masood, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I have to take a lot of days, okay? But please keep listening.
The enemy won this battle. We'll be back to finish the war.
Okay. So yeah, and I guess like when I was hugging her goodbye, I could tell she felt like unimportant. She got me the 21 balloons, and she got me this like amazing like gift that like I know that I'm really like hard to shop for from her perspective. So I really appreciated everything. But I
Yeah,
guess it
I don't know
came
how I
off a
do it,
little,
right?
yeah. I don't know if it came off like a little rushed or whatever. And then on top of that, like Ria's okay. Don't tell her I said this, but Ria's kind of dumb.
Yeah, no,
Like
we know that.
I've noticed recently though, like how much of a blonde she is. Like when she's taught, I'm like, what? Like I don't know. I don't want to
She's like,
explain it.
oh,
Please don't
you did
tell her.
this like that, like that, right?
Please don't tell her I said that. Like that would like destroy everything. But I don't know. Like
I'll
I
never tell you
sometimes
that.
I hear her and I'm like, what do you mean? Like I don't know what. Anyways, um, so she's at school with Vanessa because her and Vanessa go to school together. And I guess Vanessa asked like, oh, what did you guys do for Haj's birthday? I'm gonna, and Rhea told her, like, oh, we went to Niagara, like, with like Ryerson people, and like we did like a dinner or whatever, right? But I really wish that like she would have kept her mouth shut. Like, it's not hard. And like, I like things to be private, you know? So if just keep your mouth shut. Like, you don't have to say that stuff. Just be like, yeah, we had like dinner with Ryerson people. You don't have to say we went to Niagara or whatever. But she did. And I'm assuming that Vanessa told Hasna that, like, I guess like leading up to my birthday, she kept asking me, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I said, like, oh, like, when Sidra comes back, we'll have like a dinner with Layla because it was Layla's birthday a couple weeks back, and we'll just do it all together during meeting week when everyone's back here. And she said, oh, okay. So that's what I was kind of like hoping for, right? But after my birthday ended, like 2 days later, I messaged Hazen. I'm like, hey, Hazen. Oh, by the way, do you know what SVP is?
Yeah, s'il vous plaît.
Okay. So a part of her gift is she made like a coupon with like construction paper, and she's like, oh, we'll go to SCP and I'll buy you new shoes because I've been needing shoes like for a long time. I'm still wearing the same school shoes since high school. Like I need new running shoes. So she's like, yeah, like we'll go and I'll buy it for you. And I'm like, hey, awesome. So then I messaged her like a couple and like, oh, like there's so much we have to do. And also like we have this like painting that we have that has not been completed at all. Like it's supposed to show us like in the future when we're old, and then like it has like all our different memories like around it. So we have to work on that. So anyways, I was just messaging her and I was like, oh, like there's so much we have to do, we have to go to SUP, like fix the painting, and like like I missed you, let's spend time together. And she just said stuff like, honestly, Haja, like I've been feeling really down lately, like I'm not in a good place, like I just need some time, right? And I said, oh my gosh, like I hope everything is okay. And like every couple of days I would ask her like, how are you feeling and whatever. And I could tell she was not really sleeping properly because she was messaging me at random times like throughout the day, like times where she should have been sleep okay at night. I guess she should have been sleeping, or like she'd wake up at 11 p.m. and be like, hey, like I'm up, or like something like that. So I knew something was wrong, but I didn't want to pry. Like I felt like she'd tell me when she's ready, so I never asked like what's going on. I was just like, oh, like how are you doing, like let me know whenever you want to hang out and stuff. And then like a week later, or like a week and a half later, I saw that she went with like Vanessa to like this like museum or something,
This
and
was
she
back
posted
then. You told me about this, didn't you?
yeah, I'm just saying the whole story. Anyway, so she went to the museum with Hazza, but I didn't want to be like I was like kind of like I wasn't offended, like oh my god, like what? I was kind of like, oh man, like that sucks. Like, I've been wanting to spend time with her, and like
Are you crying?
that.
Are you crying?
No, no, I'm not crying, but
Oh, you're
it'd be
not.
nice
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
just
were
watched.
looking at
Yeah.
me. Anyways, so I was like kind of bummed. And then I was like, I was like, they probably bought tickets ahead of time, and like, they couldn't like whatever. I kind of like made up that scenario in my head, but I wasn't butthurt by it. I'm like, she can absolutely like have other friends. Like I have other friends. Like it's not fair if like I get mad at her when she used to get mad at me, and then I used to be like, relax, relax. So like I was like fine. I even commented like the post. I'm like, you look so great, like whatever. And then like now that I saw her out in public, I just asked her like, "Oh hey, like do you want to hang out on Thursday?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then I said, she's like, "I'm not sure if I have the car though." And I'm like, "Oh, that's no problem. Like I can either pick you up or like I can come over, whatever." And then she got really sick, right? Like she probably had a cold and stuff. And she's like, "Yeah, like I'm sorry, like I can't." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no worries. We'll reschedule for like another day." Um, And then like while like things all were obviously going on in my life, like the stuff with like Naseema's mom and stuff, and like I would send her screenshots and like things like that just to kind of see like what her reaction would be. Like she's obvious, like she always like like either hypes me up or like defends me and stuff. So I just wanted to see like if something was wrong. And I asked too, I'm like, is something wrong? And she's like, no, nothing's wrong. She's like, why would you say that, right? And I just said the most superficial thing. I'm just like, oh, like you haven't been sending me snaps or TikToks. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's the first thing that like goes away. Like when you're upset at someone, like you stop you stop snapping them or like, I don't know. I know it's super, super superficial, but that's just like one of the hints, I guess. So I just straight up said that. I'm like, you haven't been sending me snaps or TikToks, like whatever. I was just like, no, it's nothing. Like everything is fine. And I'm like, okay, like at least I asked, like I got a bit of like assurance that everything is good. One more second.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just needed a water break. Um, yeah, and she said nothing is wrong, and I said okay. And then I'm like, when can you hang out? Like Monday, whatever. Like I can come after work one day, because like my work is really close to her house. It's like a 1 minute drive, right? So I'm like, yeah, I can come over after work and like come see you. And she's like, okay, sure. So I did go, and like it was so weird, Stat. And like I do this thing when I'm really nervous is that like I just talk and talk and talk. So I just ended up rambling and like telling her everything. And that was actually the night that I booked my Costa Rican trip. So I told her about it. I'm like, yeah, like I'm going on this trip. Like I'm so excited. Like I'm going myself. Like I'm, like I'm just tired of waiting for like
Check your
everyone
gear
to
and
like,
weapons. We
because
go.
every single person was like, oh, like we'll go somewhere. Like we'll go to New York. We'll do something. Like just wait, just wait. I'm just tired of waiting. I got my passport renewed for God's
I
sakes.
was
Like,
always ready to go somewhere.
Dropping into the area.
yeah.
Watch the
Anyways, so,
Wow, you're gonna ignore that?
anyways, so I was like, like I was so restless and like this. Oh my God. So do you remember that first night that I was looking at a different Costa Rican trip, which was a lot more expensive. And remember when my mom said no and I was so upset?
dropping into the area.
Do you remember?
I remember the Airbnb. There's another trip your mom turned
No,
down. There was, I
no.
remember. Kind of remember it.
What? Is that no, my mom didn't no, she turned it down because it was too expensive. She wouldn't pay for it. Do you remember?
Like
And you're like,
right before she agreed.
yeah, you're like, that's not a good reason to be like upset. Like it's okay, things happen. I'm like, ugh. Anyways, you remember that?
Yeah.
Vaguely, that's fine. Anyways, so there's like I found out at work, and then like I sat in my car for like 15 minutes just sobbing. I was just so upset because like I just wanted to get out of here. Like I was not having it. Like life was not it for me at that point. Like everything was the same all the time. Like I wanted to do something for myself. And like nothing was going right, And I know you're gonna say this is superficial as well, but like I didn't even have a co-op job. And it's not something like I need a co-op job, but like I had nothing to be excited for, like nothing to look forward to. So then I just broke down in my car, whatever. And then like the very next day, like I found another Costa Rican trip that was cheaper and I booked it and I was much happier. So it was just funny. I don't know why I brought that up. But I guess I brought that up to show like my passion and like how much I really want this.
Practice while you
Yeah,
can.
Traveling,
that's
but the
good.
thing is, you've never really done it, so you want to try something new. Which one is it? What's your reason? Or, like, is it like a getaway, a freedom?
Yeah, freedom, getaway, but not so much freedom. 'Cause I feel like
Yeah,
I
but
do have
one thing
a
I
lot
don't
of
want this
freedom
trip
here.
don't let this trip define all future trips you might even think about having. Okay, like what I mean is if you have a really good trip, know that other trips could not be the same. Or
Exactly.
also if you have a bad trip, don't give up hope. Go another time. Try again. Right? That's how everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what people do. People have a bad trip or a bad experience with something, they'll give it up forever.
Yeah, that's true. I call that having a traumatic experience, but I'll try not to do that.
I've had that.
Anyways,
Yeah, sorry. You go. You're talking. Go ahead.
that's okay. Please, I love feedback.
You like what?
I love feedback.
Okay. I was gonna talk about myself, but yeah. So
Oh, no, I don't want that.
okay.
Anyways, so please, this is the longest I've spoken. Like, literally, you talk all the time, and I love it, of course. I love hearing about you. But, like, even when I talk about myself, you're like, no. When I was younger, like, it's okay just to say yes, okay?
Yes. You want me to say yes?
No, just like, just be yourself, obviously. Like,
Oh,
you're
you want
not
me
like
to? You want me to
anything.
listen to you mostly?
Yes, oh my God.
Alright, go ahead. I'm listening.
Don't worry, there won't be a quiz, but like there might be a pop quiz. Anyway, so like
Okay, fine. Can the pop quiz start from now so I could like I could write data down and information.
sorry, I don't know what's gonna be on the pop quiz. Okay, wait, let me see my battery. 13, whatever. Not gonna lie, I do feel better talking to you, so you're curing me, okay?
I'm killing you?
You're curing me, oh my God.
Yeah, but you should talk so excitedly. Can you talk in a voice that has no excitement behind it?
What, like a monotone voice?
No, like this. Hello, hey.
Yeah, that's monotone.
Yeah, monotone. Just cause you're sick. I don't want you to have a voice crack and your throat is a big part of it. And your volume comes from your voice. Keep your voice low. Okay, I'll keep you checked up on that. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, anyway, so
Yeah, I
That
like
can
that.
work.
Yeah.
it's hard because I like to laugh and smile and use my hands. but in a monotone voice, I can't use my hands. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I was really excited. I was really excited for the trip at that point, and I was expressing my excitement to her that day when I went over
Who saying to who?
to Hasna. We're talking about Hasna Ashki.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So I was just expressing because I bring this up because like you would think like the recipient or like the person I'm telling this to would be like, man, that's awesome. Like I'm so happy for you. But I wasn't really getting that vibe. Like I think it's because she thought like it was kind of impulsive. But whatever. Anyways, yeah, kind of impulsive, which I totally understand. You would think that. Anyways, so she told me some stuff about it. I told her some stuff about Alexa, and we talked, and like, it was fine, and you know, she was good. But something felt off. Like it just didn't feel like the same. Anyways, I thought that hanging out with her will help her remember what it was like before, and then she'll forget about the fact that I kind of hurt her. Anyway,
Yeah, but
so
I don't think you should look past the change for anyone, you know?
I know, but back to the fact that she's a way better friend to me than I am to her. I mean, I was a good friend to her, but then I stopped because I started being a little more selfish. Wow, that's the first time I said that out loud. But it's true, and I'm totally okay with that. I was very devoted to her, as I should be. But like, you know, I'm happier now, maybe. But I just wish nothing has to change. Okay, regardless, that day happened, and then it was Student Leader Appreciation Night. Okay, do you know what that is?
No.
Student Leader Appreciation Night, TRSS. The event I went to.
Student Leader Appreciation Night. Yeah, you're talking about the Roxa thing, right?
It wasn't really a Roxa thing. It was like a TRSS thing, but sure. So anyway, so I was asking Hazel like, oh, like, are you gonna go? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, let's go together. And then she's like, yeah. And then she's like, how do you want to go, right? And like, obviously, I'd be like, girl, you're driving, but I didn't want to be like, I'm taking advantage of her. So I'm just like, oh, should we take the bus? And she's like, yeah. So then I was like, okay, cool. But I didn't want to take the bus at like 6 p.m. I wanted to drive. Anyway, so like I think like the next morning, she's like, oh, I'll have the car so we can drive. And I said, oh, amazing, perfect. And I was like, I'll try to get dropped off to your house because like it's really out of her way. Like I live super, super out of the way. But she came anyway and she picked me up. And like I kind of like mentally made a note that I'm not gonna try. And I tried really hard when I went to her house because like I was trying to like rekindle like the friendship. But like I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it be. Like whatever happens, happens. You know. So like I didn't force the conversation too much, and like we just talked about like general things. But it got really quiet at times, and like I'm always the one who's like changing the radio station, putting on music. Like I love listening to music while I'm driving, right? So like while she was driving, like that's what I normally do. But I didn't do that this time because I didn't feel comfortable. Like I just felt like something was off, you know? And like I felt weird doing that. So I did it and I just let things be. And it was really quiet at one point. So she ended up just changing the radio station, putting the volume up. So it was fine, like whatever. But we were still talking, like everything was good, but I wasn't forcing it too much. And then you would think that she would ask me about my trip or be like, hey, like, when are you going again? Or are you excited? Have you done any packing yet? Like, you know, like a general question about my trip. She did not mention it at all. So I'm thinking, like, is she even interested in like my life? Like, what's going on? But I didn't push it. I was like very like cool about it. And then in my head, I'm like, great, this is gonna be such an awkward like night. Cause like she's my buddy, right? Like she's the one I'm gonna hang out with. But it really wasn't. Like I went there and you know, I saw the rest of the people for a bit and like we kind of made a group, so we went to like different places together in TRSS. And I saw her ITMSA people and like she has this girl like Arab on her team, the VP of events, and like I always do this thing where like if a person like gets close to Hasna or like kind of like is their friend more than just like, you know, a friend, like becomes more of a close friend, I always butt heads with them in a very friendly way. Like, you know, I will just like be like, you know, rolling my eyes or like saying stuff, but like they'd be saying stuff back too, like, you know, like, so we both butt heads. That's normally what happens. That's like the dynamic because I get very defensive, I guess, because I'm like, why are you talking to her? Like, why are you here? Anyway, so that was kind of the dynamic, but it was very like, you know, friendly and whatever.
Time to see what you've learned.
So I had a good time and things were good. And like I was hoping that like, you know, she would start acting the same way, but like we played ping pong together. It was so fun, you know. We took a Polaroid picture together, like that was nice, like, you know. And then it was time to go home. And then she paid for park. I mean, you know, she drove, so she like had to pay for parking. But I sent her my half right away because like I wanted it to be fair. Um, you know, and then what else? Yeah, and then like on the ride home, like I did feel comfortable changing the radio station, so I did that. And it was good, but like again, I didn't want to force conversation, and I don't know. I
When
was
was
getting
this?
a
How
little.
long ago was this?
I want to say December 4th, maybe. Like 2 weeks ago. Anyway, so I didn't really like. I didn't force it too much, and like I was just kind of chill. And then she drops me home, and I'm like, "Thank you so much for driving. You know, like I really appreciate it, whatever." And then I go, and then I tell myself that I'm not gonna message her. Like I've done like my part, I think. And I didn't even tell you. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you. So let's rewind a bunch. Okay. So that night that I went out with like Layla, Rosa, Ria, Sidra for our birthday, like I told her about it the day before or something, and I'm like, yeah, like this is what we're doing. And she's like, oh, like I don't feel up for it. And like obviously I didn't want to pressure her. But I was kind of sad too. I'm like, you're not gonna be there? Like it's kind of sad. So after like the night was done, I went to her house and I dropped off like a gift bag of like all her favorite snacks and like her Gatorade, and like I put it in like a gift bag and I dropped it at her door. And then I messaged her like, "Oh, like I left something for you, you know, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're okay." You know, and she was super like appreciative and thankful when she woke up, and you know, she's like, "That's so nice." Whatever, right? She was really happy. So then I thought like, okay, like it's probably nothing to do with me. She's probably going through her own thing, right? Anyways, forward all the way back to appreciation night or after appreciation night. I didn't message her, whatever. And then on Thursday,
You
the
never told me any
Thursday
of
that,
this before?
not really, because I don't know. I don't think you like hearing about it, so I just have to shut up. So on Thursday, I messaged her like, I really miss you. Because like, I was just feeling like shit. Like I miss my best friend, you know? Like what is
Hazda?
she up to? Yes.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be so lenient on her. Like, you know, if she doesn't appreciate you, you know, you deserve better.
It's not it. I did something to her, and I remember last year when we didn't speak for 4 months, and she told me, she's like, if something like this happens again, like you know, like I'm done, like it's over, like this is our last chance, right? And at the time, I'm just like, yeah, of course, like anything for you or whatever. But now that I think about it, actually, no, we're gonna talk about that later. Anyway, so I kind of figured like this is her way of distancing herself. But obviously hurt her feelings. I don't know where I am. Okay, yeah. So I messaged her on Thursday. The Thursday that just passed. Today is kind of Tuesday, whatever. So I messaged her Tuesday and I'm like, hey, like, how are you? And then she messages me like hours later. She's like, oh, I'm actually at the hospital. Blah 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 has happened. Okay, and she's like, I'm kind of sad that like she didn't tell me about it. And I know you're saying like when you're in that situation and you don't care about anything, like sure, but like we do everything together, and like she tells me about every single thing in her life, and you know, like we are one person. Like we are Hassan and Hajra, best friends since grade 4, went to the same school, basically have the same major. Like sure, it's a little weird, but like you know, like that's just the dynamic, and like I felt so like sad that she didn't tell me about it. And then like I was kind of like, in a way it seemed like I was prying her for information. She wasn't really answering my questions, but then I thought like, okay, like you know, maybe it's hard for her to text, so I messaged her sister, and her sister's kind of like, I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism or something, but like when I would ask her like what's going on or can I get an update, like she would tell me, and then she would use words like, oh, LOL, or like why are you saying LOL? Like, she's in the hospital, you know? Whatever. And then I told my mom and my sister, and they started freaking out. They're like, oh my god, like, is she okay? And I'm like, I don't really know what's going on. But then my mom called her mom, so they talked about it. And I told her, I'm like, I really want to visit, but I'm really sick right now. I'm really sorry. And she didn't even acknowledge that. So I know something is wrong. Like something is really wrong. You know, like you would think that like if something did happen between us, that's fine. But like when you're in a serious situation, like wouldn't you forget about all of that and just like be like, yeah, like I need you, like this is what's going on. I'm scared. Like, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. But that was that. And I made a basket for her and my mom and I painted something for her. My mom painted something, it's kinda ugly, but whatever. And then I started painting something for her, but then it just became a blob. So I don't know when I'll finish. But she's back from the hospital. She came back
She's back home
today.
from the hospital?
Yeah. That doesn't mean everything is okay. She did an MRI and she like they didn't get the results. Like she was in the hospital because she was waiting for the results for her MRI, but I guess it was the weekend and the radiologist wasn't there or something. I don't know what. So then they're just like, oh, we'll just call you. So they discharged her without even like a doctor seeing her properly, which sucks. That's so stupid. Anyways, I didn't even know she was home. I had to message her sister, be like, oh, any update? And she's like, yeah, she's home now. And then I'm thinking, like, her sister's probably thinking, like, why isn't Haza like messaging her? Like, you know, she's fine, but like, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm like, when I messaged her today, I'm like, oh, like, when can I come over? Like, I want to see you, you know? And she's like, oh, like, I'm on steroids right now, so you can't come over. I can't have, like, I guess she can't see, she can't have visitors or something. And I'm like, okay, I'll just drop it at your door. And she's like, no, no, don't do anything. Which is obviously something that, like, people say, like, oh, no, like, you know, don't do anything. But I don't know, like it just felt off and things just feel off. And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking like what if she's thinking to herself, like, you know, this relationship isn't a loss for her. And like that's just a terrible thing to think. Yeah, that's the
Hazel
end of the
thinks
story.
that your relation is not a loss for you guys?
No, I'm thinking, like, what if she thinks that like it's I'm not a loss? Like, you know, I'm like
She's
whatever.
not your
Like for
loss. You're better than her.
like don't say that, it's not true. Like for me, like Shan was not a loss at all. I'm like, you don't want to be here, that's
I
fine.
think Shan's the same as
What if
Hazel.
what? Don't even compare them.
Wait, what happened
Shannon
with Aisha? She's like ghosted everyone. I tried messaging her once.
Yeah, you told me. I don't know. Michelle was a terrible friend. I did everything for her, and she did nothing for me. So,
Yeah,
well, I mean,
fair.
she did defend me. She wasn't. She had a good backbone, but other than that,
Like a backbone? Like a height?
no. Like she would defend me, and like I would feel like she would actually defend me and stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Um, even though I was not being like smart, she would still defend me. That was really funny. Like I could tell that like I'm totally in the wrong, but she would still defend me to other people.
I like that.
Me too. Um, yeah.
Yeah. But Hazel's kind of like weak-minded, you know? Not
Why
that.
would you say that?
No, I'm just
Please.
saying. I feel like she's too much of an energy drainer. Every little
Why do you
little
think
like
that?
I'm
I
just saying.
think I think you only think that because I worry about every little thing, but that's not me.
No, no, no. I'm just saying, like, you do something wrong, like something wrong. She'll get hung up about it. She'll talk about it. She'll make you feel bad. She'll make you feel bad that you've done her wrong. But every little thing, even if it's not your intention, she'll make you think that, you go to your mall for someone's, like you go to this trip instead of going to like a event she had, and she'll be bad. And you'll be like, oh, maybe I set her for going here. Like instead of like encouraging you for the, I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know if I agree. I just think that like maybe you don't have the best impression of her, and that's probably my fault because I think I didn't really defend her to you. I think I talked mostly about the things I didn't like, and that's on me. Um, Same thing with you to her. I think. Actually, no, that's different. Um, Oh yeah, so I wasn't really going to therapy anymore because I felt like I was okay, but I really like needed to talk about this with her. I mean, not with her, about her to like my therapist. I booked a really quick session and I talked about it with him and I was like, and he told me he's like, if someone says to you like this is the last time, that's like a lot of pressure. And I'm like, you know what, you're so right, that is a lot of pressure. Like how come I didn't see it before? Like why would someone say that to me? Like I'm allowed to make mistakes, I'm allowed to like do things wrong. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
you should never. You're perfect though. Everything you do is perfect, Audra.
I'm not perfect.
I believe so.
I'm not. There's so many things I do wrong. Like I'm kind of aloof, which means like in my own world. And also like I'm not considerate as I thought I was. Like I thought I was really considerate, but like nowadays, like I kind of don't care. Maybe that's who I've become. Maybe that's who you made me become, which in a way is a good thing. Like I
Who I
care a
made you
lot
become? What
less.
did I make you become?
Like I'm less considerate and I care a lot less.
Well, I like that. That's good. Yeah.
I care a lot less. Like I really don't
You
care
shouldn't
about
stress too
anything.
much about this. Like okay, let's see what is the best way to take care of this.
Well, I'm gonna write her a letter.
Okay, yeah, you write a letter. You visit her hospital. You make her a basket. You hit up her up. But if it doesn't work out, then, you've reached the arm's length. Are you gonna cross the ocean over and over again?
No, but I'm gonna cross it at least one more time.
Yeah, okay. Going everything I just listed was crossing an ocean.
And like I don't
I
know.
like your tongue
Like
singing. That's cute.
my mom called her mom because obviously my mom was like so worried about her. She's like our daughter, like which is so true. Like she comes to everything. I literally dragged her to like a Thanksgiving lunch, and like she had to sift through it. She's so amazing.
Whole Thanksgiving lunch.
Yeah, I had a Thanksgiving lunch with my family, and I literally said like, "You're coming. Like, I'm not going to this alone." So she came, and she was wearing the cutest outfit. Like I was wearing like a hoodie and like a sweater, and like I was pissed off that day. But she was just so happy. And I was like, man, I'm so happy to see you. And then we played taboo and charades with the family.
How's that sounding?
I think she really no, my family.
Oh, but who played taboo?
My family, like my siblings.
Okay, yeah, okay. Your sister and brother?
I think she really loves my family too.
Who? Hasna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she totally like she feels like she belongs. Which is good. I'm glad
I
she
feel like
feels
you're
that
you're
way.
thinking about this one person way too much. Like it's getting like a clingy person. You're being clingy to her. I say just chill. Yeah. Hasn't your friend, right? She appreciated you. Try being her friend again. Let's see how that goes.
No, she gave me the curt like there were so many times where like I like did I tell you the day before my birthday? I don't oh my god, I feel like I say this all the time, but the day before my birthday I was not having it. And that was the day that I picked you up from Kipling and you got me flowers and cupcakes.
Gift for your birthday?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Remember that.
Yeah, so on that day I had work till 9 and like I was messaging. I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't remember, but I was just like I wasn't sobbing at work, but like I was like tearing up, like, and like I told her, I don't know what it was. I don't know what was wrong. I don't remember. But like I just told her like I'm just not having a good day and like I'm so hungry and like whatever. And she brought me Popeyes. She brought me Popeyes to my work. And
That's really cute.
yeah, and and she's just so sweet. And then I didn't even eat it because I couldn't eat at front. I gave it to you. I don't know if you remember, but I can't eat at front desk and I didn't have a break, so I just kept it. And then after work, I could feel someone watching me, right? Because I'm always looking around because it's 9 o'clock, right? It's also not a great area, so like
Right?
I'm always looking around and like, pardon?
Yeah, no, right. It's not a great idea.
Yeah, and I'm always looking around and like making sure that like I'm safe and stuff. So then I saw her come at 9 o'clock because she kept saying let's hang out, like and I'm like no, no, and I only said no, no because I knew I was seeing you, and like I didn't want to say like I'm gonna go see that, but like I was just like no, I just want to go home and whatever. But she came to me and she's like, Audra, I just want to give you a hug and tell you that it's gonna be okay. And like, and like that is so sweet. Like who does that? Who literally waits around in a parking lot for 15 minutes, waits for their friend to get off work, and is like, honestly, like, I wanted to give you a hug and tell you how amazing you are and how special you are. Like, like no normal person does that. And it was so sweet and stuff. And then I felt so bad, but I had to pretend I was driving home. That's why I was late to picking you up, I think. Like I had to pretend that I was driving home and then like in case like she saw me and then I had to like make a turn. to like go back to Kipling, I guess. And
Uh huh.
it was so funny. Anyways, she's so sweet.
Who,
She's so
Hasa?
sweet. Like, yeah,
Damn, you. The first time when I met you, you guys were fighting.
exactly. See, that's my fault. I gave you a bad impression of her.
No, no, no. I know.
No, it's true.
I've
It's
witnessed.
true,
I've
Sadat.
witnessed it. I witnessed it.
You witnessed it, but that was I think that night that I think you're talking about was really hard on everybody, and that's not fair to make a judgment on people.
I'm not making a judgment, but she almost ruined our relationship, and I didn't appreciate it. I
I
didn't
know.
appreciate. I did.
That sucked. You know what sucked
I
the most?
didn't
Because
appreciate it.
I thought you were avoiding me, and I think you thought that I was avoiding you.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was bad.
that's what I'm saying.
I got really sad. I'm just like, oh, okay.
It was like that. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. Hmm. But in hindsight, to that was not a good year for me. Like I was like spending a lot of time with you, which was amazing. It was great, but I really like didn't focus on anything else. Like it was really just like can't I'm gonna see Sadat. I can't wait to see Sadat. Like I can't wait to call Sadat. I can't wait to text him. Like that was it. That was my life. Like I didn't care about anything else, and I think that wasn't right.
You believe so?
Yeah, you agreed to. Like I should have like had a balance with everything.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
And that's how
I'm
we like
surprised because I
were
was really
taken.
busy back then. I would be hanging
Not
with like
really.
50 different girls playing volleyball. Like I would be.
No, sadly. Yeah, you were, but like we were always talking. We were texting throughout the whole day. We were talking all the time. We were hanging out at night, like all the time, till like 6 a.m.
Yeah. It do
Like,
be
don't
like
even
that.
act like we literally saw each other so much, talked all the time. And I think that's why we are where we are today. Because I think like we used to do that, and then like suddenly it kind of just stopped, and then I kind of freaked out.
No, we both like I said. I was like I was literally a sick person.
Regardless, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, that was probably not the best thing. And I mean, on a side step, I didn't really do so great in school either. But that's not, like, who cares now?
I agree. You know, it has been a crazy time. What can I say?
It was. It was kind of bad. And I used to get sick all the time, but that was because of my eating and stuff. But, you know what I noticed too is that I never really wanted to tell you how sick I was. But I was really sick at times. Like, really sick.
When was like physically or mentally?
Yeah, in the beginning. Like, I used to be sick all the time, and I used to play it off as,
But it
like, I'm
wasn't never this
fine.
bad, right?
Never this bad, but it was bad. But I just tried to hide it, and I just tried to pretend that I was okay. But there was days where like I could not, like I was so weak, I had no energy. I used to like not eat, and do you remember I used to have like one bite of like one thing and then I would just be done. Like, do you remember that?
Somewhat.
I'm glad you don't remember that though.
I
That
do
was like a
remember.
hard time. Yeah, but somewhat is better than
You're
like, yeah, I
eating. No,
remember.
no, I know. I remember. You used to eat less. Yeah. Why are your eyes still look like that? What are you looking at?
My nail.
Really?
Yeah, I have to figure out how I'm gonna take these nails off before I go on my
Look,
trip.
look in the camera. Let me look at your eyes. Damn, I can see that they're tired from you being sick for so long.
Yeah, and also because it's like 3 a.m. I'm talking to
But
you.
you look amazing. You look really. Did you wear makeup? Wait,
No,
this is your
this,
natural skin? Your skin's got so much better. Wait, this is
I
with
know,
zero
right?
makeup? Whoa, what the frig?
I know. That's another thing.
You used to be
And it's
Mrs.
not because,
Chickenpox. I like this.
honestly, yeah. And honestly, like,
I'm joking.
to be fair, no, it's okay. It's true. But I didn't really like, I cared. Like, I'm like, man, I have acne, but I was never like, I'm gonna give myself time and attention, take care of myself. But the more I took care of myself, I felt better. Like, yeah, like my acne is less, and like you're probably like it's not about looks, but like taking the time to take care of yourself is so amazing. Like, I felt like I loved myself more. Like, I just like treated
Oh,
myself
so
better.
confident.
Like, it just felt so good just taking care of myself, you know? Yeah, I worked really hard on this, by the way. Like, and I spent money too. It's okay. It was worth it.
What was it?
Yeah, it was so worth it. Are you kidding? Like, now I feel confident in my skin. Like, now I could go and not wear makeup
I know, but
and
before
just be.
you could have gone and not wear makeup. Like, what difference would it be?
I could have too, and I did at times. Like, I didn't really care. Like, I used to go to work with no makeup. Like, I was fine with it. But if like your friends saw me without makeup, I would freak out.
If my
Like
friends
every
was
single
what? Say
time,
it again.
if your friends were to see me without makeup, I would freak out. Like if we had
Like,
overnight,
yeah, but
if we had,
but I feel I don't like the idea because you're not. That's like lack of
yeah, but
confidence
I
there.
would just hate it. Like I would just cover my face or something. Like if we had overnight trips and I had to wash my face at the end of the night, that was scary. 'Cause I had to wash my face to get ready for bed, right? And like I don't know, I was like, fuck. But whatever, it worked out, I guess. Yeah, this is my skin, Sarah. Oh my gosh, thank you for noticing.
Yeah, it looks really good. I know there's other things more, right? I know it's like, I know it's your
No,
smile.
please notice my skin. It's the largest organ of my body.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I have a theory, and it's like a kind of a weird theory, but like I think it's true. So basically, at this TRSS appreciation night, there was like different booths and different things, right? And there was like a painting booth with like a temporary tattoo booth, right? And Hasna got like it's basically a marker that you draw yourself on. That's how I got this. I hope you're looking, but this is how I got this tattoo. Okay.
You got a real tattoo?
No, the one that I'm showing you right now.
Okay.
It's a temporary one. So it usually lasts up to like 1 or 2 weeks, okay? So I was like writing something, but it didn't turn out well and I didn't know what to do. So Renzo was like, it could be a dog. So he made it a dog. It's so ugly. Like it's just gross, okay? And it hasn't got one too. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like what if this ink made me sick? Like the toxins from this like marker is like making me like
That's
sick.
a
Like
little
it's
too crazy.
rejecting my body. And then I was thinking, Hasn't did the same thing. What if her reaction is like her left side feeling numb and like what if that's the toxin?
Uh, so
I'm gonna do some.
Renzo poisoned both of you.
Well, I mean, poisoned herself, but yeah, I'm gonna do some research right now. Ink box tattoo pen
Uh,
toxin.
I mean, what
What?
if that's true? That's kind of insane.
Yeah, but I think it's a theory. Shit, it does not contain toxic chemicals.
No, no, but okay, can red being poisoned on your skin make you
Okay.
get you cold or some shit? What's up? You found
Yeah,
it?
it's not. No, it's apparently it's so safe. Like, relax.
Okay, but that's regular. What about what if it was special? Like the designer wanted to see if they could
Or
just.
what if it was expired or something? You know what I mean? Oh my God, there's so many theories, but whatever. Um, Sada, I think you should go to therapy.
You want me to go to therapy?
Yeah,
How come?
because I think you would really, really benefit from it. Because everyone benefits from therapy, and I want to know what I want. I'm so curious to know what you talk about. Like, I don't really know what you talk about, but I just want to know what that would be like for you.
That's a good way to see things.
And I think you should do it. And it costs you nothing. Just do it.
Okay, it costs me. Yeah, I need help. Can you help me tomorrow to set up my like COVID thing at Verizon? Or is that too much work for
Why
you?
did you try it yourself and it didn't work?
Huh? I mean, I looked for it once, but I failed.
You have to download an app.
I was down. I don't even know if I could have so I'm still allowed to, based on the deadline.
I'd be a little worried about that. Okay, it's really easy. But
Or it's
I'm gonna
because I
ask you a
take online
question.
courses. Yeah, go ahead.
Um, do you know when you go to a restaurant and you have to show your vaccine passport? Do you have that on your phone?
I need that?
Do you have it?
No.
Why? How come?
Cause I never. No, I don't know how to get it.
So wait, how did you get into the restaurant when you went with OG6?
I have two piece of paper that have proof of it.
You have what, sorry?
Two piece of paper that have proof of both my vaccine.
And you carry it around with you?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Okay, wait,
That's so
what do you need?
cute.
My health card?
No, I need your vaccine passport.
That's enough?
Yeah, I just need your first one and your second one.
What about my health card?
I really hope Ryerson wouldn't ask for your health card information. That's kind
Not
of
rice,
invasive.
but I'm trying to tell you the don't. Oh, you're saying I could directly make that? I don't need my I don't need my thing.
What things?
I don't need my vaccine passport to get into the Ryerson.
You just need to upload it to the app and then you're good to go.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay,
Just
okay.
upload it
When
to
was
the
the
app.
deadline? The 15th?
So that I did this a long time ago, so I don't really pay attention to deadlines anymore. I did this in September.
Okay, I could try.
I'm so happy you got vaccinated though.
I
And I
had
feel
to.
like you only did it because of Math Guru. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept it. Um, yeah. What can you see right now? Like,
Can I
can you still,
see?
yeah, can you still see me?
No.
Okay, but is it paused on like an ugly face?
What's up?
Is there like an ugly face? Like, is it paused on like an ugly face?
No, no, no. It's black.
Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know if I'm confident enough to wear a bathing suit to the trip.
Wear a what?
I don't know if I'm confident enough to wear a bathing suit to the trip.
Like a bikini?
Yeah, or like just a one piece.
What's a one piece? I thought you
Like
don't
a
wear
one.
those.
I don't, but I'm going on vacation, so I can make an exception.
Damn, don't do that to me.
It's vacation. No one's gonna know me.
Yeah, but people are gonna scare you.
I'm not gonna talk to those people.
You don't know that.
That's true. I don't. But it's just an experience. Come on, it's an
Okay.
experience.
Sure,
I'm
yeah,
not
go
gonna
for
see
it.
these people
I
ever
don't have any
again.
control over you anymore.
Oh, okay. um, but I don't know if I'll do it though. I don't know if I'll feel comfortable enough. We'll see. Let's check flip flops.
What's up?
These hotels are like 2-star hotels.
So did you buy a bathing suit or you're buying one?
I have one.
Can you see it?
No.
You have a picture in it?
Mm, let me see. I've never worn it, but I got it because I was gonna go. Because Rhea has a hot tub, and I was gonna go swimming with her. Or, I mean, whatever, go to the hot tub with her, but it never worked out.
Oh, damn. So I see. It's like one of the songs. Started going out and wearing less. No, 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 no.
What song is that actually?
Drake, Hotline Bling.
Oh no, that's such a good song. But it's not a strappy bikini. I wouldn't feel comfortable wearing that. It's more coverage.
I know what you're talking about. The stomach doesn't show, but your entire thigh does, right?
Yeah, my legs.
Mm. Yeah, well, you wouldn't wear that before. Damn, you changed.
No. I wouldn't wear it in front of like I would go to her house and wear it because it's just me and
Yeah, but you're
her.
gonna be
But
wearing in a public beach now.
I said I'm thinking maybe not. I
But
don't
if you're
think I'd
thinking
be
about it, then the
comfortable.
fact that you already considered it, you know?
When I said I'm just thinking about it.
I'm
It's
just
okay
saying,
to
like,
think.
yeah, you can.
Thank you. Wow, I look great. But I've gained a lot of weight since then, so maybe it'll look like shit. Don't worry.
Doesn't matter, like guys will always like that shit.
Well, maybe it'll be a mostly girl trip.
Could be. But I don't know. I guess I still have a lot of feelings for you. What can I say?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, jealousy is gonna be there, so.
It's okay. I don't think I'd feel comfortable wearing it.
I know, but the fact that you can think about it is,
Thinking about things doesn't make you guilty.
I know, but what if I said that? What if I said I was thinking about going with some girls to a beach and they were gonna wear bikinis?
Oh, you're right. That doesn't sound so good.
Eh, it's
Well,
fine.
I mean, I'm sure that's happened. See? Haha.
What's up?
I said, I'm sure that's happened.
What's happened?
I'm sure you've been to a beach or like a pool or something where other girls weren't always covering up.
I don't think so. No, not unless it was my family. I mean, no, I've
Okay.
never went to one with naked girls.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe you just forgot.
What? I forgot.
Maybe you just forgot.
No, I never went to a beach with girls like
I'm
that.
pretty sure you have.
I went to a beach with girls.
Or no, like the girls happen to have been there.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
Exactly. See?
But
Haha.
if you're going to bikini, you're gonna be one of those girls, No, I'm just I'm just
No,
being extra. I'm
no.
just being extra. It's not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm definitely being extra.
Play
Good.
your room up.
Good. We're okay. Yeah, we're okay.
Pardon?
Okay, good. Nothing. Mm,
Mm-mm-mm. So you're not gonna even snap me on your trip? Something like that.
no,
Okay.
I can't even text you because I'll be in another country.
Really? So, but if you have Wi-Fi there, maybe. Okay, I think you should I think you should send me something. Like I think WhatsApp. Can we WhatsApp at least?
Mm, how about Facebook Messenger?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, good. I'm good with that.
Yeah, still not a fan.
Pardon?
Still not a fan of the whole bikini. Like your mind's changed.
Okay, I'll wear a one piece. That's okay with me.
What's up?
I'll wear a one piece then.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean One Piece?
A one piece is like it's not a bikini. Okay, haven't you ever gone swimming in public and like girls wearing one pieces?
Yeah, it is a bikini. You're talking about Let me see.
Like your stomach doesn't show.
Yeah, I know, but the entire thigh, everything else does.
That's true. I was not allowed. I'm not allowed to wear that. My mom would kill me. I had
But
to
you
wear like
want to?
shorts.
I guess I'm being extra. It's fine.
Well, clearly this bothers you more than I thought. I'm going to a foreign country. No one's gonna know me. No one's gonna talk to me.
Alright, let me get ready for bed. I'm not gonna
Okay.
sleep.
Oh
No,
my.
I'm not gonna sleep. Okay, I'm gonna get on my laptop. Just call
Wait,
me.
can you believe it's 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you woke me up at 3?
What's up?
You woke me up at 3? Damn, I can't believe you woke me up at 3. Okay, so I don't want you to be bothered by this, so
No,
it's
I
okay.
mean like I just have to accept the breakup. What can I say?
Yeah, but I don't want you to think that like I'm just changed as a person.
What's up? No, I don't think you changed as a person. I guess it's just something like
Well, that's what
Uh,
you said.
no, it's not nothing like I never said. No, I never said you changed it. I'm saying like not in a bad way. Just like before you want to do it, now you. That's it.